If you've got 4 hours worth of work to do and it's 2:00 in the afternoon and you go take 2 hours to see a movie, you're probably going to get that 4 hours worth of work done in the next 2 hours, meaning you missed no time, meaning you probably gained time.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
All right, folks, $64,000 question today. How do you take time for yourself when it's so damn busy? I want to pause here and remind you that something that's going to help you to monitor that busyness and all the volume that you're currently experiencing, folks, and we all are, is ANOW software. Check them out. Go to ANOW. Just type that in, ANOW.com, ANOW.com. All right, folks, I cannot tell you how often recently I have been in a coaching session with one of my clients, and we talk about taking time, not just to work on your business, and that's a biggie, folks. You've got to take time to get out of your business. The working in your business can't be your norm all the time. Work on your business, okay? Back to the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Great book. If you haven't read it, please do. But also taking time for yourself. One of my great Mastermind students, and I did an episode on this, called it Pony Time, which is personal on it, not in it time. Folks, I just got out of a movie. And I'll be honest with you, it was one of the worst days that I have had in a long time. It's one of those days that I was simply putting out fires all day long. Now, gratefully, I was able, in the very beginning of the day, at 9:30 this morning, I was able to attend a mastermind meeting, not an appraisal mastermind meeting, but a business owner mastermind meeting here locally. It was an in-person meeting, and it was 2 hours, and I gained something from it. It wasn't the best meeting I've been to in a long time, but it was a great opportunity to be able to just pause from what I'm doing and take time to listen to other business owners, and yes, take notes and walk away with a few gems, if you will. It was worth my 2 hours for sure. But other than that, folks, it was one fire after another. Have you ever had days like that where you come home and you go, damn, I was busy today? And then you pause for a second and you go, damn, I didn't get anything done today. I really cannot point to much. Now, I did hire somebody today. That was a good thing. I was able to interview and hire somebody today, and I feel good about her. She's going to be starting soon, thankfully. But other than that, honestly, it was one thing after another. Getting WhatsApp messages from the field, struggling because we lost one of our CSRs recently, and my office manager is doing double time and trying to deal with things on that side. And she's wonderful, by the way, to not bother me unless it's absolutely essential. But there was a few things today that were absolutely essential, and other things that were going on. An appointment got missed this morning. Yes, it happens. And the borrower was not too happy, as you can imagine, that they had taken time out of their schedule, and nobody showed up. So we're scrambling to get back to the property and do it properly and make up for that. I mean, these are the days that you wonder how in the world that we even survive, right? We're from one to another, and yet I still took time to go out and see a movie, to relax, to enjoy, to deconstruct. I've told you here before, and everybody has their thing, right? Mark Skapanitz, shout out to you, gotten into golf lately. I've tried that. I don't mind golf. It's just kind of not my thing. I have been doing a little archery the last couple of years, and I do enjoy that. It's kind of, I don't know if I want to call it my thing, but it's certainly my thing with my boys. I certainly enjoy doing that with my two youngest that are still at home. But the point is folks, find something that you like to do. For me, it's movies. I love movies. And I don't just love, sitting down in front of my phone and Netflix. I enjoy going to the movie theater. To me, it's about the experience, not even necessarily about the flick. In fact, I went to a movie today that was rated, I think, like 33% on Rotten Tomatoes, and mostly because it was so confusing. It was confusing. I got lost, but you know what? I didn't hardly even think about work when I was sitting in that theater, and that's what I love about it. I'm able to get outside of my problems and into the world of somebody else. I love it. Now, again, this is not me trying to talk you into loving movies like I do. It's just my thing. It's something I enjoy, and there's hardly a box office hit that comes into town that I don't see. That's my thing. My point is this, folks. Busy day, and yet I still took time for myself. By the way, I happen to be recording this on a Wednesday, and on Monday morning of this week, 2 days ago, I took a whole hour and a half to work on my business. This is me sitting down and crunching numbers and talking through, with myself, talking to myself about what's going on with the business and things I can improve, specifically with, what do we do about this CSR that's quit? How do we move forward? Came up with some ideas, and here it is 2 days later, and I've got somebody hired. Why? Because I took time on Monday to prepare for that. Folks, here's the question on the table, though. As I am coaching other people, I often get this question, Dustin, I get it. I want to take time for myself. I love quilting. I love drag racing. I love, fill in the blank, whatever it is that you love doing. I would love to do it more. I don't have time. I can't keep up. I've got so many orders. I'm getting buried. I'm turning down more than I'm accepting. I'm raising my fees. I'm pushing out my due dates, and they still keep coming. And I need to keep my clients happy. Folks, I'm going to give you some ideas that I hope you will take to heart. Please stay tuned. I want to pause here and remind you of a way that you can keep track of everything that's going on in your business. It's called Now software. What do I mean by that? I say that often. You get to keep track of everything that goes on in your business. Well, folks, let me give you an idea, right? Today, I got a call from the field, a WhatsApp, if you will. That's what we use most of the time to communicate. And one of my inspectors, my trainee, was out at a property, and he said, Dustin, this is a roundhouse. And I said, a what? Never heard of that. Well, he was talking about the shape of the house. Oh, it's a house that's round? Like what? Like a geographic? No, not a dome, a round house. Okay. What did I do? While I was on the phone with him, I pulled up Now very quickly. Within 30 seconds, I knew what our fee was. And I said, yeah, I think we're going to increase our fee on this one. That's the kind of thing that Now will allow us to do. I used Now another time today when I was worried about a due date. I could quickly pull up the order form because we keep all of our stats, all of our documents, everything in Now. And within a few seconds, I pulled up the order form and I knew exactly what the due date was, and I knew, what we needed to do to get it in on time. These are the kind of decisions that can be made quickly with a program that monitors everything that you do and keeps track of it, folks. It's cool. Trust me, it is so worth the quote unquote cost. To me, it's not a cost. It's an investment. It's Now, anow.com or ANOW.com. Question on the table today, folks, is one I get asked often. As I'm coaching, as I'm sitting in mastermind meetings, we talk about it on our All-Star Team Facebook page frequently. How do we take time for ourselves when we're so damn busy? Are you ready for this? I'm going to give you the magic wand today, folks. You're going to love this. It's probably not something you've even thought of before. This is deep stuff right here. You're about to get coaching at its finest. Are you ready? You just take it. What's that, Dustin? I couldn't quite hear you. You were whispering. You just take it. What? Just take what? Time for yourself. Right. That's a joke, right? I'm not joking here, folks. How do you take time for yourself when you're so damn busy? You turn it off and you go to the theater. You turn it off and you go play golf. You know what? Here's the other thing I did today, folks. I had lunch with a friend of mine that I haven't seen in about a month for an hour. He texted me this morning and said, what are you doing for lunch? And I said, I don't know, nothing. At that point, I had no fires. And then it started blowing up. And by the time it was lunchtime, folks, I didn't have time to go do lunch. And guess what I did? I locked my office door and I walked 2 blocks and we sat in the pizza parlor and had lunch together. That's the key. I just gave it to you, folks. That's the key. Why did you get into this business in the first place? Did you get into this business to make all kinds of money? Well, yeah, Dustin, that's actually what, okay, me too. I like money. But is that the only reason you got into this business? Because you can make money all kinds of places, folks. I know all kinds of people that make lots of money doing whatever it is that they do. Why did you pick this particular thing? Well, I like real estate. Okay, I do too. But that's not why I picked it. I picked it for the freedom. I picked it for the ability to be able to make my own schedule. I picked it for the ability to be my own boss. I picked it because I want to go and take Fridays off. And guess what? I do. Every Friday, I take it off. Well, almost every Friday, I take it off. Every Monday, I'm working on my business. I don't work Saturdays. I don't work Sundays. I don't work holidays. I don't work evenings. Well, right now it's like 9:15 in the evening. I don't do appraisals in the evening. I actually don't do podcasts in the evening most of the time either. But it's one of those days I wanted to get one of these recorded, and it blew up. In fact, by the way, the topic today changed. I had another topic on the table that I'll record at a different time, but this was on my brain today because I was as busy as I can be. We are as busy as we can be. We are breaking records almost every single month. It doesn't seem to slow down ever, knock on wood. And yet I'm still taking time for myself. Why? Because I just do. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little secret. I may have gone to a movie today, but I came back and I've still got emails to take care of. I may have gone to a friend, to lunch with a friend today, and I came back and guess what? The fires had not stopped. In fact, they had mounted up while I was gone. Well, Dustin, that just doesn't seem worth it. Why would you walk away from that and come back to a bigger problem? Because let me teach you something. There's a little book out there called Rest. Okay? Get it. R-E-S-T. It's a great book because it is full of statistics and science that will teach this one lesson. That when you take time for yourself, most often you come back with a different attitude, which actually allows you to be able to do more than if you had worked through that hour or 2 hours. Let me repeat that. If you've got 4 hours worth of work to do and it's 2:00 in the afternoon and you go take 2 hours to see a movie, you're probably going to get that 4 hours worth of work done in the next 2 hours, meaning you missed no time. Meaning you probably gained time. You had an opportunity to relax, renew yourself, renew your brain and your body, and you come back and guess what? You're more efficient than you could have been otherwise. It would have taken the whole 4 hours to do those 10 tasks, and now you did it in 2 hours. Why? Because you took some time for yourself. Folks, trust me when I tell you this is a true principle. How do you take time for yourself when you're so damn busy? You just do it. Say no. Slow down. Give them the go-away fee. Give them the go-away date. Whatever it takes to slow down and get your life back. If you think this is temporary and you think that you've got to make hay while the sun shines, I hear that so often. Okay, guess what, folks? The sun has been shining for a long time, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. Take time for yourself. I promise you'll be glad you did. Speaking of taking time for yourself and for your business, I want to put a plug in for my masterminds. Folks, we've got some really, really cool masterminds out there right now. We just reopened, ready for this? We just reopened our Salt Lake Mastermind. It's my flagship original mastermind. We went away from it for a while. We're back. Salt Lake is open. Salt Lake has seats. And of course, we're still in Washington, D.C., Chicago, Nashville, Dallas, L.A. Folks, if you want to meet with a great group of people who are helping to improve your business, you're going to want to check out our masterminds. Go to theappraisercoach.com/memberships.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.